Please excuse. Rotate device. I don't want to rotate my device. It told me if I had my device this way, I could record this way. I'm not rotating the device. Okay, so, but are you all watching sideways? God damn it. This is what you can expect from my live videos. I'm not rotating the device. I'm sorry if you're watching sideways. It said if you rotate it, the video will be recorded this way. No. I might have to end this and start over. No, I'm not doing that. And I'm not rotating the device. If you're watching sideways, please comment and let me know. So anyway, I'm gonna start juicing right now. And I wanted to talk to you about why I love juicing, some of the benefits of juicing, some tips on juicing, etc. So juicing can be done for a number of reasons. A lot of people, I think the most common reason people juice is for weight loss. That is not something I've done in the past, but it actually is something that's motivating me this time. Now, the thing about juicing for weight loss is that, hold on, my boyfriend's home. I'm just going to tell him that I'm recording a video. Get out of the sink. Get out of the sink. I'm recording a video.
Huh?
I'm recording a video.
Oh.
Anyway. The thing about juicing for weight loss is that if you're just drinking juice but also eating, you have to be cautious about what kind of juice you're drinking. Like drinking a ton of fruit juice for weight loss isn't really going to be effective, especially if you're still eating whole foods, because your body needs fiber to digest most food. If you're only drinking liquids, then it's a little bit different when you're having fruit juice. But again, a lot of fruit juice does have a lot of calories. When you're saving all of your energy and you're not digesting, it works out a little differently. But if you are juicing for weight loss, then you should be only juicing, not juicing and still eating whole foods. Now, if you're gonna juice and continue to eat whole foods, then something that you might want to do is replace meals with juice, not just add juice to your diet, unless you're doing it to get in a lot of greens. If you don't really like eating greens and you want to make green juice and get the most nutrients, that's fine. I can't see who you are watching, but hi. Am I sideways? That would be helpful to know. Anyway, so I'm gonna start this. If you can't hear me over the juicer, let me know. So, a lot of people will juice to try and cure illnesses, which it can be very effective. It's just a really amazing way to get a lot of nutrition directly into your bloodstream. That being said, I firmly believe if you're going to be juicing, you should buy organic ingredients, because you don't want pesticides and chemicals going directly into your bloodstream. And then the nutrients go straight from your blood into your muscles, and it's just kind of amazing. And when you are not using energy digesting whole foods, your body utilizes that energy elsewhere, and that's when a lot of healing happens. I also love juicing because it's kind of just like a routine. Sometimes I feel like I fall out of a routine. And when you're juicing, you kind of just know every morning you wake up and you make your juice. And I love it. Except sometimes it takes like a really long time, and then it's not, it can be kind of stressful. If you have a slow juicer like this, there's a lot more that goes into preparing for juicing than if you have like a Breville. Those are like the pretty quick juicers. Some of them you can drop like a whole apple into. For this, as you can see, one piece of celery at a time. It takes a little more work. Where's my screen? But it's worth it. You get a lot more nutrition this way. You get a lot more out of greens with the slow juicer. But if you're just making quick juice and you're not doing a juice fast and your goal is not healing, then something like a Breville juicer would be ideal. So my advice to somebody that wants to start juicing or do a juice cleanse, fast, feast, whatever you want to call it, would be to assess the reasons that you're doing it, first of all. Invest in a decent quality juicer. This juicer is pretty expensive, but the omega juicers work really well, the slow juicers. So if you're doing it for healing, you definitely want to get a slow juicer because you want to be getting as much of the nutrition out of the food as possible. If you're doing it for weight loss, again, it really just depends on your budget and the amount of time you have to devote to juicing. When I am juice fasting, which I am right now, it usually takes me about an hour to prepare, wash, cut up all of my food and clean up. And then the juicing itself takes anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour. So that's like 2 hours a day that I'm dedicating to preparing my juice. However, I'm not eating, I'm just drinking. There's no throughout the day stop and sit and have a meal and prepare a meal. So it kind of balances out. Let me think of some of the things that I wish I knew about when I started juicing. Things like tomatoes and peppers, they might make your juice really tasty, but they made me feel really bloated and uncomfortable, and I just did not have a good experience with that. I kept doing it anyway for the first couple days of my first juice fast because they were really good, and I felt like I had a craving for something more savory than a fruit juice. But I would not recommend that. It's really just not going to be good on your stomach, and they didn't make me feel alive the way that most juice does. I also had to pee all the time. That actually goes away after maybe the first week. Depends on how long you want to go again. So you want to do your best to stop stop drinking juice a few hours before bed. Maybe don't drink so much before a long car ride. Things like that. Now, something about detox that I wish I had known when I started my last juice fast is that in order to, well, this isn't the thing I was going to tell you, but in order to heal, you need to first detox. You can't build a new house on an old foundation. Hold on. This is seriously my favorite juice. I love it so much. It's just celery and lemon. I could drink this all day. Okay. You're probably going to want to invest in some mason jars. I also invested in these BPA-free, easier to deal with, easier to clean lids for the mason jars. So when you're trying to heal yourself of something, you need to detox first, and that means getting out. What is my cat eating? How does he find these things? He's eating the little twisty tie that holds the celery together. So that's going to mean getting out a lot of the crap from your previous diet. You have to think of it like this. in order to get unhealthy, you had to put things into your body to get you to that point. We are all inherently healthy. We do things like smoke and drink and eat unhealthy processed foods and eat animal products that make us unhealthy. And so you can't just start putting fruit on top of that and think that that's gonna be all that happens. You need to detox, get rid of all of that unhealthy cells, etc. So fruit is very detoxifying. Is that a word? It's a word in my book. Fruit will definitely detox you. And things like greens and carrots and mostly just like more starchy foods will slow you down. So when I realized this about halfway through my 25-day cleanse, I did about a week on just fruit juice. And the most cleansing, detoxifying fruits you can really do are grapes, watermelon, and citrus, which I would mostly stick to lemons. I still did some of the celery because it's just very energizing and grounding. Not grounding, I don't know what the word is. I just really feel very balanced when I have the celery juice. I'm going to need to wash more celery. I wish you could see my cat, but I know that if I take my phone down, I'm never going to get it back up here. So I would really suggest, if your goal is detox, to do just fruit juice. And you can water it down. Like grape juice is really intense and it'll probably give you a stomachache. It's really sweet. It's awesome. Put a little lemon in, it counteracts the sweet, but it's really, really intense. So you can water it down, add some lemon. Then watermelon juice, I would do watermelon and lime, watermelon and lemon. And that's pretty much all I did for like 10 days. And if your detox gets too intense, then add back some greens. You know, you figure out what your goal is and the pace you're willing to work at. But if you're only doing a 7-day cleanse, I really, really suggest starting out with just fruit. And then working into the greens for balance and healing and rebuilding. So that's about that. So I guess I'm going to take this down, show you what I'm doing, show you how I set my stuff up when I juice. I guess I can, hello. I can rotate it now. So I wash all my stuff in here. I cut it all up here. I throw it on a towel. This is actually, it still needs to be washed. And then just go through it. This has taken a lot of work, and there's no way to not have a disaster in your kitchen when you juice, especially if you're using a slow juicer, but that's okay. So anyway, if you were wondering about the reasons I am juicing this time, it's a combination of things, really. I was eating a lot of high-fat foods for a while and gained some weight and sort of like got myself addicted to them. So I'm just trying to get over that now, get off some of the extra weight. My last juice fast, I didn't exercise, like hardly at all. I would go for walks and things like that to the beach, but I really hardly exercised. I'm going to try and exercise every day during this one, see how I feel, and go from there. So that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions about juicing or juicing recipes, let me know. I'm going to finish this video so I can finish juicing so I can go on with my day. I love you guys. Please subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up. Bye.